Thank you. Hey everybody, today I wanted to bring you some ideas for holiday travel to help you celebrate this holiday season. And so today I'm going to bring you all of those ideas, and hopefully there'll be something fantastic you can do this holiday season. So are you ready? Let's go ahead and dive in. Okay, so my first idea is to go opposite. And by that I mean, where are you currently? What type of environment are you in? Are you in the mountains? Are you near a lake? Are you in the desert? Are you near the beach? Are you in something else that I haven't mentioned that I can't think of? So wherever it is that you are currently, where your home is currently, go the opposite. If you're in the desert, maybe go to the mountains. If you're on the beach, maybe go to the desert. Or to a lake, or you get the idea. So go opposite of where you are currently so that you're in a completely different environment for your holiday season. And I have Airbnb pulled up here. You can also do hotels in some of these places in wherever your opposite is. But Airbnb might be the perfect solution for you in the other place, simply because you can get an entire house if you'd like, or an entire condo or apartment. You can really get in there if you wanted to. You could bring decorations for whatever holiday it is that you're celebrating. You can bring the whole family. You can explore the area. And because it's a home, you shouldn't have interactions with other people as much. You can kind of isolate yourself a bit so that you can still social distance and be safe, but still be able to have something special and unique for your holiday season. So I just wanted to show you Airbnb as an option. You can also come down here where it says unique stays, and these will lead you to maybe some different unique kind of special things. Maybe it is something like this little dome. Maybe it's a tree house. Maybe it's a houseboat or a cruise ship, or something different. So that might be an option for you for this holiday season, is go opposite of where you are now and explore an entirely new environment. And you might not even have to go that far to do it, but this might be a perfect option for your holiday season. Okay, my next idea is to go road tripping. So this is something that has been a recurring theme over COVID because we are limited to America. There's not a lot we can do as far as traveling out of the country. And even though some places are open to some Americans, for instance, Curacao, I read this morning, is open, but only to 3 states. I believe it was New York, Connecticut, and I forget what the third one was, but it was over on the East Coast. So there might be situations like that where you might be able to potentially travel abroad. And this is your personal decision, but my personal opinion on that is to perhaps not, because as we know, the COVID landscape changes daily, and you might think it's safe now, but you might hit a spike then, and maybe you could get there, but maybe they won't let you back, or something else might happen. So my best advice is to just stay in America, stay local even, because even some states are restricting. If you're in a spiking state, another state might not let you in. So it might be a good idea to stay as local as possible. If you do travel to another state, make sure you're looking to see whether or not that state has restrictions for where you are, for your state. But it might just be safest to stay nearby this holiday season, just to kind of make sure you're not go somewhere and then get stranded and not be able to come back. Again, my personal opinion, do whatever you feel comfortable doing, but I just don't want you to go somewhere and then get stranded and not be able to come back, or hit a spike right as you go. That would not be fun. So anyway, that being said, one of your options is to go on a road trip. The reason I like road trips is because you can control it more easily. You can control who rides with you. So if it's somebody sharing your household anyway, you don't have to worry about wearing masks in the car. You can control where you stop, where you stay. So that way you can still social distance. You can still be safe, but get out of your house and go and explore. And I actually made a video about that recently, and I'll put that up here. I always forget what side. About whether it's safer to drive or fly. And I shared the opinions from the experts on what they think, and also some safety tips depending on what it is that you do. So I'll share that above. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and talk about road trips. I'm going to share this website below. This is a blog post that I found that tells you the best road trips in every state. So as you go through here, you'll see it's broken up by state, and they give you a brief blurb about the best road trips state by state by state. So if you are either in one of these states and have never done this road trip before, or adjacent, or you want to visit one of these states, this is a great resource for you to get some ideas of some of the very best road trips that you can take around the country. And on that note, California, just FYI, PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway here, is not the only road trip you can take. There are actually many, many others. And I'm sure all of the other states have a lot of other really great road trips as well. But this could help spark your imagination and maybe give you some ideas of places you would like to explore. Okay, my next idea is to go quirky or unusual or unique or special or different, just something that's kind of beyond the ordinary. And I actually just made a video about this recently, and I will share that here. And what I did is I combed America, and I found some of the most quirky, special, unique places that were available. However, it was just scratching the surface. There's actually quite a lot of places that are really cool and funky and different that might be of interest to you. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I have reduced this search to all of the United States. You can, of course, reduce the search to your specific state or region or area or whatever it is that you want to go to. But just looking at America, these are some of the cool things that they have. Tree houses, nude resorts, if you're into that kind of a thing. They also have lighthouses. They have tents, yurts, glamping. They have cruise ships, which is the Queen Mary in California. They have really cool, funky, this motel's really cool in New York, the Roxbury, and which every room is just decorated like totally just, you can't even imagine. It's just out of this world. They have caves, they have houseboats, they have just, trains and teepees and all sorts of really, really, really cool things that are just a little bit different and a little bit quirky and something maybe you've never experienced before that could be something phenomenal for you to do this holiday season, including an undersea lodge that you can only get to via scuba diving. And like I said, I'll share that video if you'd like to learn more, but this is my favorite website to go to, quirkyacom.com, and I'll share that link below. Another place I like to go to explore kind of unique, special places is Airbnb on that unique stays. I like to look there as well to maybe get some ideas of something different and special for my next vacation and for your next holiday travel. Okay, my next idea is to go differently. Now, this goes along with if you're taking a road trip or you're traveling to these places via the surface, you're not flying. My idea is to go a little bit different. So for instance, via train. Have you thought about going to your destination via a nice Amtrak train? And this website here is Amtrak Vacations. This just gives you an idea. They have all different kinds of getaways and vacations and trips that you could do via train. It might be a great way to explore maybe several different areas, or a new area that you've never been to before, where you can relax in the train and catch the scenery and enjoy a really cool special vacation. On that note, though, there are other ways that you can explore via the ground in different modes of transportation, and I made a video about that as well, and I'll share that above as well. But some of those ideas are going by a different car. So say you drive a minivan normally, why not rent a convertible? Depending on where you're traveling, the weather might be beautiful. If you're coming to the Southwest at all in the winter, a lot of times we have fantastic weather in the wintertime. So maybe it's a convertible, maybe it's a cool sports car or muscle car or a classic car. Or if you normally have a little two-door car and you want to bring the whole family, maybe you're renting a van or something bigger, a big SUV. So renting a different kind of a car, something kind of special and unique, might be a great way for you to travel. Also, what about traveling via horseback? There are vacation companies, and in that video, I share some of those companies that have where you can travel via horseback riding into different places, and it'll be 2, 3, 4, 5 days via horseback riding. Or what about motorcycle? There's also companies that will help you take a vacation via motorcycle if you want to travel in that way and explore via motorcycle. Bike riding, bicycle, bicycle riding. There are vacation companies that you can take a bike around. Hiking, the Appalachian Trail, some other places where you can travel from place to place via hiking. Think about some of those other modes of transportation that you can add into. So even if you're exploring some place you've been to before, maybe taking a different mode of transportation will open it up to an entirely different vacation experience and something truly special you can do for the holiday season. Okay, my next idea on the different mode of transportation / where to stay is RVing. I know you've probably considered this before during COVID. I've talked about it before, but if you are going to explore, if you would like to take an RV, this might be an excellent way for you to still be able to travel. But if you're the person that's in a dangerous health state, you might want to do an RV. That way you can control your surrounding. You can control what people you're around, your home, how cleanly that home is, and then still be able to get out and see different places. So this is one of the websites. There are several that share the RVing opportunities in different places that you can rent all over the country and explore that way. And that way your home, your lodging is on your back essentially, and you can go stay anywhere you want and enjoy the time just going around and exploring the country, places that you haven't seen before, or maybe close to home and that you just haven't seen in ever or in a long time. This might be an excellent way so you can still get your social distancing but still get out and explore new places. Okay, my last idea is to go old school / different school. I don't know how better to say that, but what if you, whether you're traveling or you can't travel for health reasons or some other reason, and you choose to stay home, you can still make it special and still make it a unique vacation experience, even if you're home. So whether you're travel or home, my idea is to go old school. That's my idea number one, is to go old school. So if you celebrate Christmas, go and find, like I found this article here that gives all sorts of ideas of kind of going old school and doing some of those old-fashioned, traditional Christmas type of celebrations, where making handmade decorations for your tree, going to an actual Christmas tree farm and cutting down the tree yourself, making special food and baking, spending time with your loved ones, playing games, doing the advent calendar. There's all sorts of ideas, and I'll share this article with you, but there are several out there as well where you can kind of go old school. So that's if you celebrate Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, it's the same thing. They have all sorts of different articles and ideas of the traditions and the rituals and different things of the holiday, and to help inspire you, because if you haven't been having a traditional celebration in a long time, if it's been more modernized as time has gone on and you want to kind of go back to your roots and celebrate in that way, then this might be a way to get some ideas of different things that you can do to help create a really cool celebration for you this holiday season. But even beyond that, if you aren't specifically only Christmas or only Hanukkah, if you are any of the other religions, or maybe you are atheist or anything else, perhaps exploring this religion. Maybe if you don't usually celebrate, if you usually celebrate Christmas, maybe explore some of the Hanukkah traditions. If you usually do Hanukkah, explore Christmas. Explore some of the other world religions and what their holiday celebrations are. Explore it. Maybe do some of the things that they do. Maybe explore some of their traditions and ideas. Enjoy some of their festivities. It'll open your mind to maybe some other ways of doing things. It'll teach you something for sure, and will just be a unique experience for this holiday season. Another article I want to share with you is, actually, let me go back to this one. So in the holiday season, I know we always say Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa, but there are actually several religions that have holidays in our holiday season. So for instance, right here, from November to December, there's of course tons of Jewish Jewish and Christian holidays, as we know. But there's also Wiccan and pagan holidays, such as solstice and things like that. There are Jain and Sikh holidays that you can explore. There are Hindu holidays that are you can explore and learn more about and see what it is that they celebrate and why, and kind of explore what their faiths are, learn something new. It doesn't mean you have to be that religion, but learning about what other people believe can always expand your mind and help even deepen the faith that you do have. So it's always neat to be able to explore other people's ideas and faiths and religions. So there's also a Buddhist holiday coming up in December, and not only just Christian by itself, but also Catholic Christian, Hispanic Christian. There's some different holidays, Orthodox Christian, Zoroastrian, which I've never heard of before today, but they have a holiday that's coming up in this time period. And then Kwanzaa, I don't see it on here. I think it's because it's not formally a religious based, it's an African based harvest festival, to my knowledge. I haven't done deep research on it, but that is also something that you can bring in some of those ideas and things. And if you already celebrate Kwanzaa, maybe explore some of these other religions and see what their celebrations are like, and maybe you can incorporate that a little bit into your holiday season this year to make it special. On that note, though, one other way that you can do it is maybe you're not comfortable exploring other religions' celebrations, but what about exploring other countries? How do other countries celebrate your normal holiday? So say if you're celebrate Christmas, great, but how do they celebrate Christmas in other countries? And maybe you can incorporate some of their traditions into your home, into your celebration. I found this website here. It's for K-12, but it actually has some really great ideas. So for instance, if you go here, Christmas. So Christmas festivities in Ireland, and this is how they do it. And people in the Ukraine, this is how they do it. New Year's, what do they do in Ecuador? What do they do in Japan, in Hong Kong, China? So this, and what do they do for Kwanzaa? Different things. So this might give you some ideas of ways to celebrate your holiday, but incorporating what they do in other countries. It might spark a new tradition for you and your family, and it might spark just some ideas of really cool things that you can do to make your holiday season special. So in my ideas, I had mentioned maybe if you have to stay home for health reasons, or you just aren't going to be traveling. I do have a video which I'll put up here about staycation ideas and ways you can maximize that opportunity. And I'm also going to put up, is it safer to fly or drive over here? And that just discusses, like I said, the expert's opinion on which is better, and safety advice for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And other than that, I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.